I am the elf and I'm filling in the hole, filling in the hole, fill in the hole.
Welcome back to the fourth and final part of our Elf Noble SOVL run, the overwhelming cavalry theme. We have a good number of Reavers, we'll eventually have a good number of Dragon Knights. These count as cavalry, you'll never convince me otherwise, as does the chariot. Look, it's got horses. Don't look at those, don't worry about those, they're not there. And then these are, somebody pointed out, I somehow completely forgot, as I never had one as a child, but the correct naming convention for a child playing with a stick and pretending they're a knight and a horse is a hobby horse. Yeah, they're hobby horse knights. There's more than one of them now, so we put them back. Yeah, that's more fitting. I don't know about these, they're just weird. We'll just pretend they aren't there. I think we're left off here. We cleaned up most of Act 2, we just need to get to the end, so move through this way and get through the rest to give us the best odds at beating the boss. So we'll go through this random event and see what that is. Mercenary Spellcaster. The wizard and a trusted griffin offers join you for a price. Okay, so another character on a griffin. I'm going to say no to this one because I think we've already met the quota for buying monsters with wings and pretending they're horses. Cough, cough. But yeah, it's specifically because it's not a melee character, it kind of really doesn't fit the theme. So yeah, I think we'll just leave that one on the table. It also means if I bought it, I definitely wouldn't be able to buy anything in the final shop. Murphy's Law says that now that I've done that, there's no way I'm going to be able to. Like, there won't be any cavalry-based unit for me to pick up in that shop. It's just going to be all horrid. It's going to be artillery pieces and naff like that. So I know we'll just have to cross our fingers and hope for the best. Otherwise, we'll go into this last elite. It's Maleficard the spoiler. Now we can take a lot of damage here because we know we're going to take a full heal when we get to the end. The only thing you have to be careful of is, I think, the Dragon Knights, because they only get one back, so you want to kind of conserve what health you have. So deployment, you can sit behind here because you can fly straight through that. You can kind of go on that side. You'll heal one or two and then you'll basically be fine. You on the flank just to draw some attention here so you can then get around or just squeak around something if you can. Here, just be back there to kind of be in a way. You can fly over them, which is convenient, so I'm just going to leave you there and you can be on that side. Yeah, so up against a kind of a heavy, it's a mirror match, a heavy enemy cavalry force. So Abyssal Knights with a sorcerer, an archdevil. So there's a big no boxes, but you can look at the image on the left to get a feel for it. It's basically a greater demon, and a block of frenzied devil spawn, so kind of berserker troops. I'm forced to go first, which is annoying because their entire army is rather fast. I'm just going to waste the valiant spearmen, just going to waste the turn for me like usual. I'm happy to stand there and just shoot them. The reason being is that I'm going to outposition them with my stuff anyway, so yeah, let's just do it now. Taking any wounds off the devil would be a big deal. Great, makes it more guaranteed that when I hit it and kill it in one turn, before it comes, so it's moved into range of a lot of my stuff. I can probably get around you with this one and get into its flank. Or maybe send this one over there would be more reasonable. And then you can come crisscross, because the sport, it is quite powerful, you don't really want to disregard it. I'm now going to be forced to make decisions. However, fortunately they've moved both of their central units, so there's nothing really stopping me from doing this. I'm going to move quite far this way. Obviously I can already see the devil spawn, and I just want to make it difficult for something else to come bother me. So the only thing you might get there, so I just move as far as I can forward. So yeah, line of sight is clearly not blocked. Majority side up, which is good. Slightly niche interaction here. So you see how I've drawn line of sight to it, but obviously I can't draw line of sight to pretty much to the side I'm going to be charging in. Doesn't matter. As long as you get some of your blue zone on the unit you want to charge, so I have there, then you'll go into whatever flank that you're oriented against, even if you have to cut through terrain to get there. Specifically because we fly, it's even easier for us to ignore stuff like that. I can incinerate some devil spawn while I'm there, why not? Devil spawn singular. Okay, they've moved into a position that's rather easy to outposition them, honestly. Can't quite get to the rear, which is unfortunate. Take the easy shot while it's there. Ooh, one less of those. They don't get to hit me. Well, they have 3 attacks. 3 attacks each on cavalry, that's amazing. We only go up to 3 because we have steed mastery. So I have equal skill, I'll go up to power 4. Oh, this even 2s. That's a terrible charge to take. I might not bother with that. I think I'll lose. Out of range at least. Or these units come. Okay, so you're going to hit that one. I need to start thinking about how I'm going to start. You're going to come forward. How do I start out positioning these things? He's going to come forward and just sit there. So I could get him forward here and then turn and hit. Excuse me, hit that. Or right, he'll come, and then I can't really do. Maybe I can get him up here in pincer here. Just depends on how far forward he comes, whether or not I can manage it. Let's take the easy one first, then. Oh, this one is easy. Wait. So I can clearly see them. There's nothing in my way. So, and because I can fly, I can disregard the fact that I'm blocking my own charge. I'll just be able to. Normally, you have to be able to draw a straight line from target to target, so the middle they're facing there. But flying units can pretend that isn't a thing, so they can just go in for free. When he comes, you've made it. Oh, please don't shoot the most valuable thing I have. That's annoying. Okay, I instantly lose 1 to a double 1 roll. Great. Really going to be able to stop that. How do I contend with you? Comes the question. So I could probably get a surroundment. So you're gonna hit that one. You're gonna hit that one. Because you're gonna get intercepted. What I could do is move you to here. Have you side charge into that block, so we'll hit it on both ends. Probably enough to break their morale and kill them. So you don't have to, you can kind of just, as long as you can squeeze yourself into the corner there, you could orient your unit like this and just be fine. So that's okay. Yeah, we'll use our curse down, going with all we've got. Be a little bit careful with orders we hear, because you can only intercept once, so we need to make sure that we're doing this correctly. So I'm going to do that one first, because he's already charged, so I can put a stop to him. Then he does that one, okay, then I'm going to use you. If I did this one, because let's say he charged that and then I intercepted there, the devil would be able to hit me, and then I would be able to intercept it to stop it, but then I wouldn't be able to intercept this one again. So it would be a mistake. So we're fine here, so yeah, you can now hit them on the side, get a pincer there. You can just dance around these and definitely it doesn't matter. This one, honestly, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to wait, either I'm going to stall or I'm going to wait until I get a rear charge. The reason is because, I'll show you once I'm going to hit confirm charges here and go in and show you why that's a terrible idea. Okay, so we're only power 3 and we'll go up to 4 when we charge because of the hand weapon. The Abyssal Knights are defense 5, so they'll save them 3+. Except all the Abyssal Knights come with Abyssal Armour, which improves their damage save by 1. So whatever they would be saving on, improve the roll by 1. So it would be 3 ups, but they save on, instead they'll be saving on 2+. So only 1/6 of everything I put through will actually wound them. I'm basically going to do no damage, and they've got great discipline, they'll hold on. They won't do much to me in the first round because they only get 3 attacks, but then they'll turn around, and with their basically they're all characters with their number of attacks, so they're pretty incredible. Otherwise we need to make a decision, so nothing for you to rally or retreat, that's fine. They do that, it's fine. I might now, because I have so much movement, the modicum of luck, I might be able to get around the back. No, it's too far. It all hinges upon how much they choose to turn. I guess what I could do in theory is I could just stall until one of these units can come over here and hit them in the, get like a combined charge on 2 sides. What I like to do is make sure that they can't track me. So I've got much better movement than them. I need to make sure I can actually squeeze around there, and I probably can. Yeah, they keep rolling 1s, so that's good. Maybe I can just kill them with range fire. Yeah, the chip damage, even if it's minor damage, the amount of damage you can do just chipping away is actually pretty impressive. Move up and then around. So yeah, these are a perfect target for small arms fire because they've got terrible defense and they have a lot of damage output, so definitely the prime contender for being shot a lot. You're going to definitely use your curse standard right now because this is what I'll be saving it for, it's going to be the hardest thing. And then here we've got a use of fiery blades to increase our target's power by 1. So we need to do a little bit of maths in our head to see would that matter. So we're power 4 to start. We'll go up to 5, 6 because of the Lance was 2, and then up to 7 because of the Banner of Fury. They're defense 5, so we're only 2 over, so they'll still be saving on 3s. Sorry, they'll be saving on 5s, which will improve to 4s. If I have a Fiery Blade to them, I'll get up to power 8, which means we're 3 over their defense of 5. means they'll be reduced to saving on 6s, which will then only improve to 5+. I think that's fine. And this one is, it's going to have less attacks and less consistent hitting. So yeah, this is definitely the way to go. Let's cut through this in one turn, please. Okay, I'm hopeful to kill this in one go because of Elandra's amazing accuracy. She killed it single-handedly. She did the 5 wounds. Great. And then that would have been the last. Even if it was full HP, it would have died. It has its own frenzy, so it gets the reroll. So this is going to hurt. Take 3 wounds. Ouch. Just about limped through that. Okay, we're not going to do a lot here. I'm just doing this. I really just charged this in to hold them in place. I don't suspect we're going to win. 1 wound. So it's back, so at least I won't lose combat. Yeah, really, really lucky. They'll run away. Haha, funny. I actually managed it. Very scary, Griffin. Okay, here we go. This is their sorcerer hitting my chariot. Doing nothing. Right, the Dragon Knights have gone, so 4 attacks each with Elf Mastery and Curse Standard. Hit a good number of times, and then their 6s are reduced to 5, so good damage even. Oh, they hit every single time. Yay, I lose a stupid number of Dragon Knights to bad rolling. Let's go. I'll have to forfeit any experience then and just take a load of healing on them. So we win by a lot, and that's enough to break them and collapse the unit. That's agonising, but so be it. Okay, that was the hard part, now the easy part. They're just going to pointlessly rummage around and never achieve anything. Someone needs to probably be left here to deal with that. I'll just have other things move first, then you're not going to participate in any further combat, so just get out of the way. Still stalling that, okay, one last thing then. Here. Make sure you don't get caught for no reason, that would be very foolish. They rally, okay, so we will hang around. I'll use Elandra to get in the back. She has enough damage output, forcing them to reroll their saves. Hard counters their good saving throws. They just have a lot of opportunities to mess it up. Come forward. Right, let's get out of the way of this unit. We're clear. And here, much the same. Here we have another one. Wow. They would eventually just shoot this Abyssal Knight unit to death. Spearmen are ready to go. If I get them close enough, maybe I can eventually trick them into targeting them and letting me rear charge them. The dragon in. Off you pop, Skytail. Everyone else is fine as you are. Faces, that really doesn't matter. Turns and faces. Okay. So I'll probably use, well, I don't know if it mathematically makes any difference. So she'll be power 6 on the charge. 7 if I put the... Yeah, she doesn't even with help, but there's no other combat, so you might as well. I suppose it makes Skytail power 8 because you get 1 more on the charge, which means that does change the mathematics there, so it is worth doing. I don't know, maybe this unit can be charged over here or something. Okay, shoot them again. Ooh, love me those ones. Round we go. Gave myself enough room. Actually, this turn, because of their bad positioning, yeah, I could just rear charge them with this unit. In fact, I might do so. There we are. We're safe. I'm not going to be able to shoot them this turn, right? Unless I did this, maybe. I can do that. Interesting. Return, shoot, and we'll do it that way. Good. And we're out. And I really don't care what you're going to do. Don't worry about it. Nothing for you to do either. Can we defeat a unit of... Who hasn't gone yet? Oh, the spearmen. Sorry, of course. I definitely didn't forget you because you're so tactically irrelevant. 5 hits, not great. And then 4s, but they have to reroll. They might be stuck here then. Are they going to turn around and kill me? No, they aren't. I got lucky. Okay. That didn't go nearly as well as I thought it would. I mean, I had complete confidence in you, Elandra. There's no way you're going to fail. Okay. Over here, I'll just use you to barbecue a few devil spawn. I say that, I'm never going to get into range yet, so hang out a bit. Continue our 1 unit operation here, and then this turn, next turn. I opted not to charge them because why? Why take the risk? Yeah, okay, if you can somehow... Again, am I just going to go back and forth? Yes, I am. Okay. 2 less devil spawn. Oh, be careful. Need to orient that correctly. There we are. You could come over here and rear charge them, I suppose, if you wanted. It's not a very good idea because it just grants them a chance to do unnecessary damage, so we'll just skip the rest of the phase. Killing them with my incidental ranged fire is now the most effective way of doing this. Say that, having a dragon spew fire on you is not exactly nothing, is it? It's going to hurt. Yep. Shoot, move. Great, and then you know the drill. Not quite there, hang on. There we are. Ooh, good hits. No damage. To be fair, that's what they should have been doing the entire game there. Tougher than they've been letting on. That's basically it. Done. Yeah, just... I guess I could do a rear charge here now if you wanted, why not? Just kill off the rest of them. We'll give Lyria a chance to show off. They're routing this turn, so yeah, let's do it. Yeah, we'll leave the other one alone. They're still fine. It would take many, many turns to kill them, but you eventually would. Ring around the rosies. Just skip everything else apart from buffing yourself, why not? Just who cares about the rest of their route this turn anyway, so don't worry about it. It's once. Okay, so you successfully killed nothing. Well done. White Claw, however, will go ahead and kill 3 of them. And they stay, because they're fearless. They basically never run away. Fine, that's really, really unfortunate with the Dragon Knights. I'm kind of hoping for some of them back. Only 1. Ugh. So if I think I can get them up. If I heal 1 now, and then when I go to the camp, I'll heal 1, and then I'll be given a choice. I can either take an experience point or heal another one. I'm going to take the heal because the experience is nice, but realistically, all that level is going to do, it's going to be things like replenishment or discipline, things like that. I've got the one I cared about, which was Elf Mastery 2, so I don't have to worry anymore. Fiery Blades give cluster. Ooh, interesting. We're no longer concerned about the post-battle gold. We're past that point in the campaign now, so either we buy Recruiter so that the last unit we buy at the shop we're about to go to is stronger, or we make Fiery Blaze +2. Realistically, when you think about the power of most of our units that are going to be charging, it really isn't necessary. There's nothing I don't think I'll encounter where that extra pip of power is going to make a huge difference. Chariot will go from like 7 to 9, so in theory if they encounter toughness 6 monsters they can hit them on 6s. Same with Skytail. It has some niche value, whereas the extra level you might just get... Well, really, unfortunately for my Cavalry, 1 point of extra level isn't going to help you because you'll get movement speed and then you need another one for... I can't remember if Alandra has already taken a point of Recruiter. If she has, then it's worth it. If not, I'm going to take the Recruiter just in case. I suspect that's so niche that I don't think it'll really come up, so we'll just take that. That's fine. So, right. You could, in theory, level, and you might get... You're only level 4, so the level you get would probably be something useful, so... You're going to heal, go up to either 3 or 4, and I'm not going to heal again, so I think I have to take this now. 1, yeah, unfortunate. You're full, you're basically fine. You're full, you have to take this, and you're always going to generate gold, even in your wretched state. Okay, so that's where we are. Let's go into this shop so I can get to there. Yes! We got so lucky! More Dragon Knights, hooray! So we have a point immediately, we get Melfar Street. Do we have another one? We do, and we get the extra attack. Oh, we're so lucky, let's go. So the unit size would be cool because I can get the trip to 6, but that's a better buff in terms of the number of attacks you get. I think even if you had +3 unit size, when I go to the rest in a moment, I'll get 2, which will give me what, 4 extra attacks, whereas taking this gives me 5 or something along those lines. So, and we have a third one. Great. Ah, that would have been the perfect time to see the third one pop up. Unfortunate. Okay. Just take the skill in case you encounter anything that's skill 5, I suppose. Just ram through it. Okay, lots of things to buy. 161. Lance and shield and swiftness would be great. Is there any really fancy stuff? I don't think I need any more potency for Elandra. Let's have a look at her spells. She's already re-rolling everything she misses, so she's re-rolling twice, which is hilarious, but she's skill 5 re-rolling everything. Most of her stuff's going to hit anyway, so it's not going to be a big deal. And then her power is 5, 6 on the charge, so and you can buff it with Lyria if you really need more. The spells for Lyria: Divine Favour, add skill reroll tests, or target rerolls saves is really interesting. That might be something worth considering. We'll have a look at that. Other units, are there any really cool? Specifically, I'm looking at the. So Banner of Fury for those is good. I think I will give them that because it makes them actually a charge threat. And then 40 and 35 is 75. No, I'm not going to be able to buy everything I want. I think I'll be happy with just the Lance and Shield then. No Curse Standard, no Banner of Fury for this upgrade, so I'll just have to take the generic upgrade, and then that would drop me sufficiently though that I won't really be able to buy anything else, but I think it's a really good spell for our purposes. The one thing our knights don't necessarily have a lot of is durability, so being able to help them absorb hits is a big deal. There's nothing, unless you want Banners of Valor, which I don't really care about, so I've no extra discipline on Lyria, just in case. I've never bought that before, but there you are, just in case she gets hammered and a fight and needs to somehow reroll. Okay, so take XP. White Claw is leveled, excellent. Yeah, oh, skill or attack. At this point, against the final boss, most of what we'll be throwing White Claw into is probably skill 4 at least, or skill 5. So going from 4 to 5 for me would mean... So mathematically, the reason I'm umming and erring is that deciding between a point of skill or a point of attack, it depends on the skill of what you're hitting. If the extra skill you take here would make a difference, if it would change the roll, so let's say if I became skill 5 and I attacked something that's skill 4, my roll would improve from 4+ to 3+ to hit. That mathematically would give me more hits with 3+ with 4 attacks is better than a 4+ with 5 attacks. So the choice between the two depends on what you encounter, and I think we're at the stage of the campaign where that's more important. Like so. I'll decide what to do with you in a moment. You can just heal because you're not going to get up to there anyway. So there you go, we basically got a full unit, almost. You can level up, that's good. Oh, that's nice. Damage saves against units range attack reduced by 1. So the second tier of the mastery for either horse or bow is the good one. The Reavers have leveled again, that's nice. Sure, longer range. Would I rather discipline? Nah, long range. Long range is nice because it improves my short range relative to the long range as well. Here, do we want that level or do we want the extra knight? Because they're already level 5 and I know I've got the good stuff, I'm going to take the knight because that last level isn't really going to get me anything. Chariot also levels. And yeah, it's obviously, but between the two, that one's better because that is obviously an attack, but when you charge, whereas that's just permanent. So yeah, that one. If you picked up the chariot earlier, we'd then do that later and have, what, 6 on the charge or something along those lines, but we'll take what we get. New boy Dragon Knights, there you are. Who are already level 4 because of all the recruiter perks. Right, Skytail. I need to make a decision. Are the extra 2 wounds? I suspect there might actually be something good, like +1 attack behind that experience point. But I don't know is the problem. So I'm willing to hedge. Can I get away with 5 of 7, do you think? Yeah, that's probably healthy enough, isn't it? It's defense 6, and then I can give it reroll saves, so I desperately need so. So let's see what I get out of this. Which will be... Okay, I can go up to skill 6. So the extra wounds would kind of just counteract not taking the healing, I guess. You just go... Well, no, I think it increases the capacity, but not the number you have. So yeah, skill, great. You can go through anything that's skill 5, fantastic. Okay, so there is our final army. So we got 2 squads of Dragon Knights now at 5 apiece. There you go. You could get more, but I like how tight and elite they are. The Sunwind Defenders are the more kitted out ones, so we need to remember that. But they're still pretty good. They got all the way up to their perk and up higher skill. In fact, so they're new hires that were somehow more skilled in combat than the veterans here. Okay, Dawn Guard. I can't really stretch that out anymore, so you're just gonna have to. Cavalry, when it goes beyond 6, is annoying where it does this, where you get stuck in the back rank and you only get 1 attack per extra guy, but fine. The elf chariot, just going to chariot. They do what they are. Don't particularly like chariots, but it serves the purpose. Elandra, Sunfire on Skytail. Lyrius. Oh, I didn't realise that. They're both Sunfires. They're actual sisters. Oh, how cute. There you go, they're participating in battle together. She called in a friend on top of Whiteclaw. The Heavy Horse Knights. Don't worry about the watches. Okay, and that's our army. Okay, so we go into the final boss with that. I think that logo means it's the Silver Host. Yep. This is somewhat going to be difficult because they've got a lot of... The Silver Host is a lot of artillery at the back, so specialist hard counters to my army like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide the 2 flying units behind this because they can't be shot, and I'll put you there because you can just fly over it and get the cover. Just try and defend yourselves that way. Right, for all of these, I'll have you on the extreme flank again because why not? And you there to supplement. I kind of want, well, hopefully that if there is anything there, they'll shoot that first because it's the closest enemy target. Same proposition here. What I'd like to happen is I'll put the faster unit on this side, get out the woods. I'll put you there. I'm going to move you back a touch so that if there is anything there, I sincerely hope they target the spears first rather than the quote-unquote more valuable units. Okay, so this is what we're up against. Oh, we got quite lucky. Their artillery pieces are not the particularly potent ones. The Inferno Cannon is never going to move, so despite how potent it is up close, it's not really going to do anything. And the bolt throwers I'm willing to kind of take on the chin to an extent. That one is particularly awful where it can only just about hit one of my units. So before it has an opportunity... Well, it might target them first, so yeah, before it has an opportunity to kill me... Oh, it's not going to do that much damage. Let's just pass and see what they do. They have their own elf... They have an elf mage on a ancient dragon as opposed to an elf noble, so we're just better. We can just charge that and win a fight. They'll come forward and get flanked. Big block of spears. Dwarf Foreman and Deep Guard. So, oh, they have, in principle, they're the same as the Abyssal Knights we saw last time, but instead of Abyssal Armour, they have Masterwork Armour. Does the exact same thing, +1 save. So, Defense 5, +1 save. They're pretty tough. Veterans who are fearless, they won't run away, and warriors who are just generous. So, a really, really tough dwarven brick line there you have to break through. More Lancers we can easily flank, and they're annoying artillery, which I'm willing to disregard for a turn. They've wasted that turn, it's not going to achieve anything. Annoyingly, that one's only valid target is this, so I probably want to move you out the way now while I have the chance. Do that. So I'm in a good position to charge anything that comes up this way. Start shuffling their big blocks, which is okay. You just don't fire at the Dwarf Foreman because you'll do no damage to the Deep Guard whatsoever. You could just come forward actually if you wanted. Start killing some spearmen, why not? Good shot. Oh, you've targeted the chariot, interesting. You've done 2 wounds, fine. It's exactly as combat effective. It's a good target because it doesn't lose guys like these would. It's nowhere near as dangerous. So I just put, again, the spearmen just go forward to make sure they get in the way of everything, so about there is fine. Kind of hopeful that he's going to... I didn't move that in time. Okay. Thunk. Yeah, oh, they're going to... Oh, Christ. Oh, 665. What a band of heroes, the Sunwind Defenders. Yeah, I could have... So basically I got away with it. I didn't move them until the end because I wanted to see what they were doing. And I can outposition and flank them, but the cost is that you have to get shot. So these are all my fast units now, and they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units back there. All I really need to see move is that one and that one. These don't matter at all, so I'm going to have to start being preemptive. They'll come forward. Presumably, if I'm clear, if I just move this one up here now, twist, not that close to the wall because you can't twist properly, but get up here and just do this. They have to get into a position. Well, no, unfortunately, if I stop there, then they can probably just charge me directly, which is fine. Oh, you know what? Let's do this. I'm actually going to be a bit clever. Let's go ahead and illustrate the potency of the ability that my Elf Noble here has had the entire campaign, the ability to rally a fleeing unit. I'm going to intentionally put these in a position to get charged and then flee them. So I need to be careful to actually run my way off the field here. I want to make it sure it's kind of in the front, like that. So they'll get to me, they'll charge. I don't think I can get far enough to escape entirely, so that's good. They're good. They've made a bad decision to move that forward now, so I can out-position it. They're going to come forward, which is probably just enough to stop me from doing this, actually, because I was going to do this. like so. Okay, the decision for me is, can I get one of these into the side of that unit is what I need to see. Yes, but the downside is... No, I'm actually not in range yet. Oh, that's more difficult than I thought it would be. I'm in range now. Problem is that's too close. I think they're going to get to me if I do that. So I guess I'll just move you up first. What's your charge range like? Well, you could probably get around there and hit the... Yeah, you could do that, no problem. Just have the Dragon Knights kill the dragon. There you are. Further forward, just to make sure I'm in range. And I'll twist like this to make sure they can't intercept me, but yeah, I can definitely see it. It's definitely side charge. Very good. Forward they come. Okay, they've annoyingly positioned it so that I'm in front arc of both of them and managed to get... If they declare a charge on that one, they'll then have to follow through, so they'll then get out of position and I can just intercept them. Piece of cake. So just these three at the back now. You've effectively already been dealt with, so I need to figure out how on earth I'm going to get... When they come forward, they're going to be really in the way, is the problem. I could be cheeky and just send them straight through and start killing their backline, but I think that's a good use for you because you're less potent, so just killing the bolt throwers is better. Elandra needs to do more important work, so I think I'm going to have you hang around and somehow get on top of that annoying Elf Lancer unit. Can't get it. I'm going to struggle to get to this, I'm afraid. I don't think I can now because of all the other units in the way. Okay, let's just spend the turn positioning then. So we'll just get you up into a position of relative safety there. Yes, there's a bunch of non-charges. I'll move you... that spearman unit is buggered. Unless I take them head on with the Reavers. Actually, I can do that because I can step back, be out of their range and still charge them. Yeah, let's do that. They come forward and don't reach, which is fine. Oh, no, the spearmen are safe. I misjudged for some reason. I wasn't seeing correctly. But yeah, I can still use the Dawn. I can still basically go head on into them. It's my superior movement here. Oh no, we have... How on earth do we have equal movement? I have the Banner of Swiftness. Our charges seem to be... No, I'm looking at the dragon. Ah, careful. Well, I only need to move this far. There you go. I'm out of range of Lancer. Now that's their vision there. So, out of range. I'm in range of them, so I'll just declare a charge there. He's definitely going to die to the knights. So just shoot them. I'm willing to do that because it means that all the way down at defense power, they're stuck at power 3, and then I can give myself reroll saves. That's pointless, it doesn't matter. And then that leaves you. Do a cheeky through charge here. You just need to tow into the woods so you can see, so you can charge that, which is fine. Oh, they haven't gone yet. I can't do that. You're going to get intercepted by the spears if I put you forward. Unfortunate. Can't do that. Can't get through to them. That's what they can see, which is a tad annoying. So I just sort of put you there, and eventually I'll get you into a position where you can get around on that. Yeah, I can't just throw him at the bow because you're going to get that irritating spearman who's going to stop you. Yeah. Fine. Okay, we need to think about this. So charges first. So I get to go first. If I intercept this, is there anything that can stop me? No, I'm perfectly safe. So yeah, we'll just leave the dragon in place. And then there's nothing. He can't charge anything else. He can't charge anything at all, so that's good. So we'll do that. You're going to hit me there. I'm going to choose to flee. Confirm. Yep. And then we're going to take that head on. So I think we can win. No front charges here, thank you. That's quite alright. I'd rather wait for them to come forward and outposition them. So confirm. Perfect, that's made it trivially easy to catch them there. They've used what on themselves? Divine Favour, so +1 skill, so they've gone up to... Well, he went all up, the dragon went all up to skill 6 and he went up to skill 5, so it's going to be... I mean, we'd be hitting it on 4s regardless, because 5 so it changes nothing. It just means the dragon hitting us is a little bit more consistent. So, they're all stuck on this side, so what's going to happen is they're going to come forward. So I was going to rally cry this and do that, but I think we'd be better off just doing this first because it's an easy one. Move well away from anything that can possibly intercept you. And get a side charge on that knight unit now, because nothing can stop you now. Very good. I'm just going to pass a couple times because they can't really bother me with their shooting. These are stuck behind their guys and can't target anything useful. I miraculously happened to do that correctly and didn't get caught, which is convenient. Okay, now it's my turn. Do you want to use your ability now? You have how many attacks? Yeah, you've got +1 attack on the charge from that, so you'll be 15 re-rolling. So 4s to hit re-rolling is what, 7.5, and then an extra 3.75, so 7.5, 11.25 hits on average, and then I'm power 7. So I guess I could use the extra power ability here, or give myself reroll saves and 5s or 6s. That probably just kills it. And I'd much rather save that for when I encounter something really nasty like one of these big bricks. So let's hedge. I think I can kill it without bothering. You're going to come forward. I want to wait for that so I can out-maneuver you with this. You're going to come just charging forward, so let's just move backwards. We've wasted their turn. Okay, so just these 3 units left now. How do I out-position you, comes the question. Do this. Rally cry this for me, please. Congratulations, you're back in the game. I guess you could just stand there and roast them as they try and get forward toward you. Again, it's going to be... I'd love to just go over there and hit and kill it, but they're kind of in the way. This isn't the best target for this because of how tough they are, but never mind. Oh, we did okay. Forward they come, they don't reach anything, which is good. You and you, and I now have an extra unit to play with, so you're going to get hit and absolutely slaughtered there, so I'm just going to ignore you and start moving up here. Okay, so I can just... I now have unit superiority, so I'm going to shoot you with this. And withdraw. I ignore this because of... I think it's... Swift? Scout there. I can ignore the movement penalty for difficult terrain so I can move through it. Unfortunately, even with that, they are going to catch me if I did that. Nothing I can really do to stop them from hitting me here. So it's better off just don't take the rear charge unnecessarily. Yeah, I can't get... I'm trying to get around the woods to maybe use it as a bit of mobile cover. Unfortunately, I always end my movement in it, so it's not going to help me. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. Just take it head on, guys. Yep, there you are. Watchers are dead. Never mind, I don't care. Not part of the army. They don't count. And then you... come up here and start eliminating these pesky bolt throwers for me. Simultaneously give radiant shield to these knights because I don't want to sustain damage on them now. I will need them for later. Something to beat these big bricks. Okay, here we go. Okay, you do nothing. Fine. Okay, so 15. How many hits do we get? 8. Good start. Which is 11. I think I said 11.25. And we kill it instantly. Good, I mathed that out correctly. The dragon hits every time. This is my save, so 5s, but I reroll because of... So I get... Okay, the reroll did nothing. I take the casualty anyway. Here, I suspect I'll win. Average hit roll. Banner Fury, so I get them. So, yep. Light cav beats heavy cav, as we all know. And they run. We've been outclassed by the superior cavalry. Much like what's going to happen here as well. There is nothing for you to do. You cannot save yourself there, I'm afraid. Just keep that for me, would you? Very good. Don't charge that. I need you to come up here and deal with this. Everyone else can just hang out. I could charge over them and hit that. But the problem is they're veterans. They're the annoying one that are fearless, so they are never going to run away unless you get really lucky with a poor discipline roll. You can't subtract anything from their discipline checks during saves. They just stay at their discipline. That's what fearless does. So yeah, I'm just going to have to be committed to killing 20 defense 5 infantry in one go there. Not ideal. My intention is to surround them and just hit them with something nasty and kill them all in one go. You're going to get shot. Sorry, can't stop it. Guess I can put the light cab in front of it to try and get it to shoot at them instead. Which isn't a terrible idea. It's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to save my... Come up here and act as a shield to prevent the more important Dragon Knights from being shot. Okay, so you're safe to move around here. I think you can get to that unit in one turn. No, you can't quite reach the annoying. Will be so you can just. I'm checking their range. So when he twists like that, I won't be able to reach him this turn, but next turn after he moves, I can get him. Just trying to make sure I don't accidentally end up killing myself here. Yeah, it's a shame I can't catch him. I think white core here is going to end up getting flamed at least once. I can't stop it. Bad luck. You know, I wanted you to shoot. Very good. I lose one. Fine. It's now more convenient to use units. Okay. Things they still have left are these two. I can reroll saves on someone or get more power. Again, rerolling saves here is pretty good because I don't want to lose any Dragon Knights when I don't have to. So, and then the power is better for these because they're high defense, means it's probably worth it. So yeah, we'll use the saves early in the fight so that I keep the Dragon Knights on the field as much as possible, and then the power increase later in the fight because it will be the last combats where we just need to hit them really hard and get through. So that's taken care of. They're yet to move. Only one unit, so I just stall with this. Spearmen. So good, I know where they're all going to stop now. So let's get some flanks going on. We want to get surround charges on these if we can because of how tough they are. So you can obviously get anywhere you want because of your ultra speed ability, but can you get to the flank of anything? You could do that. I don't think it's a flank on them. No. You could double flank the foreman. You put him into the side there and then into the side there and try and kill it. That might work, but then you get stuck with these two and they're going to hit you in it. But they'll win that and come over and help. So yeah, let's try and assassinate the really tough one right now. The risk is that, oh no, he's going to use his, he's got shield wall. So the minute I engage him in combat, he's going to use his ability. Shield wall is reroll all of your saves. So it's going to be a deep guard unit with defense 5, masterwork armor, re-rolling all saves. We are just going to bounce off the bloody thing. So we'd be probably better off just surrounding and killing this instead. They'll be active, but I don't care, so just stand there and hit the dwarf warriors on the side. Me again, get out of charge range, but stay within charge range here. Like so. Uh-oh. I made a mistake there. Can you tell what it is? So this unit's currently engaged, but those watchers are going to die. And when they do, there's nothing to stop them from charging him in the side. So, oops. You're on your own there, Dragon Knights. I saved the Curse Standard just for this, so I suspect they'll be okay, but not ideal. Okay, so we do a lot of hits. They do take 9 wounds. I take only 1 wound because of the reroll saves, which means I keep all 5 of them, which is fantastic. Good use of the spell there. Here, this is a... They only have a... Well, maybe I'll get lucky and scrape my way through this. Only lose 2. If they get... Oh, they've got a good number of attacks. Oh, it's a draw. What? Never mind. The crystal blooms. Apologies for all the nasty things I said. You did very well. And here, this is... I mean, as bad as you are, Louis, I do kind of hope you can defeat an artillery piece in combat. No, it's still alive. And you rolled double 1 to save. You had a 2-up save. That's shocking. Your elder sister is quite a bit better at this than you are, I'm afraid. Okay, so we get exactly what I wanted here. So charge that, charge that, charge that. You're clear, so you'll be able to start making your way around here and cleaning this up. Don't do that. All that will do is put them in front. It would allow them to get a load of attacks they otherwise wouldn't get. And then they get a load of combat resolution and potentially don't lose discipline and break, so that's a bad idea. Okay, so he just moved in place. I don't necessarily know how I think about that. Am I gonna... Well, I can use the Dragon Knights to clean this up, so I'll do that first. We're obviously gonna need some help here eventually. They're coming around that way to... Oh, you're so very dead. You're the most dead anyone's ever been before. Oh, this is genius. Okay, I'm gonna bait out his use of shield by charging them in the side with the spears and effectively waste their time. That's a shame, unless... I can get all the way through there and stop. I can. I'm going to save my Dawn Guard by doing this. It's a side charge instead of a rear one, but fine. That's a good use of that unit, so I can hold them in place with an intercept, prevent them from hitting you, and then you can come around and do something more useful. Other things, we're definitely using this now. Time for some power. Right, reviewing. You'll, I presume, kill that. Won't be much of a hassle. That's only got 3 wounds left. With power 5 and power 5 against defense 4, so adding 1 power there makes no difference. We already power the defense 5, so making Skytail power 8 would matter, making these power 8 would also matter, and would probably matter more than anything anywhere else, so we'll do that. Good, then our power 8 on the charge to get over defense 5. So that They now get all of their attacks because they're spearmen unit that prefer not to charge, so they just kill us. We did good work there. Watchers. 2 wounds from Lyria, better. And our Skytear kills it. Right. Don't roll double 1 again. Don't think... Yeah, I thought that was going to happen. Because of the angle, I'm not going to be able to declare a charge, so it's going to roast me. Here we go, the big block. Elandra Sunfire. 5 attacks. 5 hits. 5 ups. That just kills all 5 of them. What a monster. We get 16 because of their standard, so 10 hits, which is actually 16 of 16. Let's go. And 6 plus because of spell means we do catastrophic damage. We lose another one because of the wound, oh well. And then Skytail. It's just fine. It was just fine. That was almost the whole team. Oh, blimey. 22. 22 dead. Well, it's not because it's flanks, isn't it? But we killed what? There was 25 and we killed 2, so it's 23 of them or something. It's dead. Exactly good. Take no damage. That's an easy one. Okay, you're going to hit that. I'm going to do this. I'm going to basically waste a turn, force them to use their shield wall on that. Kill that in the rear. Intercept them so they can't take that. And there's nothing I can do to hit you, I'm afraid. You're going to get probably 1 hit killed by that if we're unlucky. I've seen every turn that they go first. Yeah, they go first with that, so I knew it was going to go. Oh, I get a 3-up save. Okay, I'm fine. It's nowhere near as bad as I thought it would be. They rolled terribly anyway. Well, the average is 6, so it's not atrocious, but could do better. Your damage output is such that I'd rather you just handle this than come help with anything else. Just recharge that. Otherwise, yeah, he used the shield wall because the AI will always use that ability whenever it first gets engaged in combat, so you can effectively trick them by throwing it in there on the unit. It doesn't really matter. So here, the presumption is that you're going to break and kill them and they're going to run. They're going to they'll either win the combat or they'll stay and hold. Either way, we're going to want units here and here to fully capitalise on whatever they potentially do in terms of as a response to this combat. So it's going to be difficult, even with the dragon's movement, because we're facing the wrong way. Getting into a position to get charge in this direction. So is that enough, do you think, to you can kind of follow the line there? No, if they reorient, you're going to miss them. Surely that would suffice. It kind of goes along, so you probably catch the unit there. I don't know whether that would be a rear arc at that point, but worth a go. Nothing to incinerate. And then you stay on this side. Good. You're not obviously going to be able to handle that. You're not going to be doing that single-handedly. So what I'll do is I'll move you this way. The reason being is that if it's a stagnant combat and they turn and face, it will then be a rear charge. If the chariot dies and breaks instantly, it'll at least be a side charge. And ideally I want to get into a position where they won't be able to see me to counter like that. I think I'm outside of their... Yeah, I'm confident I'll be outside of their arc there and I can still see them, so that's good. Nothing to shoot either. Okay, so the Dwarf Foreman here and the Deep Guard, they get 2-up saves re-rolling, so they're not going to do any damage. I lose 1. Cool, it's a draw. Funny. And the Dragon Knights, 15 of 15. Ouch. Kill 11 spearmen instantly. They can't hit back, they can't possibly pass the morale. -4. Perfect. Okay, and then they kill 3, great. And they don't hit at all, that's terrible from the Dwarf Warriors. They rolled... Wow, the Fearless unit that would have on an 11 rolled a double 6. The only way they could possibly run away in that scenario. Unfortunate. That's funny. Okay, that's aside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all the Dragon Knights in because it's a full Dragon Knight fiesta supported by our hobby horse knights. Hey, look, they're all knights. Of course they are. You don't really matter anymore. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say you just charged that. They'll presumably rally, so I can spend the turn setting up like better charges here. Okay, yeah, there you go. So you're going to hit them in the side, and I guess you can hit them in the back. Oh, that's a terrible save from them. No, the nuisance for me, I'm afraid, is that... Well, they also rallied. That's hilarious, because they're not going to be there in a second. I can't free myself from this unit. Because of where it's landed, I can't twist. So I'm basically trapped here with this unit. I can't get out, so I'm just going to have to shoot them and stand still. I can intercept them with multiple units to stop them from bothering me, but it's a bit silly. Just do that. Yeah, side charge, rear charge. Who's still to go? Oh, you are. Extra power. They are defense 5, so moving someone up to power 8 would be crucial, which is you. So yeah, we'll use that on you again. Very good. Okay. So they're heading forward, so most of their attacks will go into the spearmen, which is unfortunate because they're quite fragile, so they'll get a lot of damage. But only 2s, not rerolling this time, so the spearmen kill a deep guard. Well done. Not great damage out of the deep guard, but very durable. Here's the real damage dealer, so 7 of 9 hits. Their 6-up save becomes a 5-up, because with the power, they do no damage to us. And then this one, 13 hits, excellent. Only 4s because of the less power, but still enough to... We've done enough damage such that the discipline check is unpassable, so the unit will break and collapse. Excellent. Over here, we're already winning by 1 because of the flank. Here does 2 wounds. White Claw does none. Excellent work. Okay, so they're going to turn around. Being stuck, taking multiple turns to defeat helpless artillery pieces is not the most encouraging outcome there, I'm afraid. So they intercept. And honestly, they're going to be dead this turn anyway, so I might as well just... Can't hit them with anything annoyingly, so... Yeah, I'm just going to charge them in the front. I haven't been doing it all campaign, so let's just do it now. Just kill them all. We'll take some casualties on the Reavers, but... Silly. Turn and face, that is comical. I'll face you down with my mighty spearmen. My spearmen are better than your spearmen. I'm doing this because I suspect these combats won't ever come to be. Given that the enemy's morale is about to fail, so just stand there. More power on something. I guess, make the dragon strength 8. Power it so it can kill them effectively. Yeah, can you finish off the... No, it does 1 wound. Does 1 back. No, it actually saved it, okay. But they do break. When artillery pieces fail morale, they can't run, they just collapse and die. I guess it simulates the crew running away. Landra kills all 5 of them again, as she always does. Queen of Consistency, they kill 4. They take 2, wow, 2 of them die in turn. Chariot kills another 2. There, and then Skytail finishes the last one. Kill them to the door. They're outing this turn, so those 2 spearmen there get away with it. They're just like my army. Everything else is struggling, but just a tiny unit spearmen hanging on to the end. Spearmen, true MVP of our cavalry run. So, more foes remain, i.e. play the higher difficulties. So the replay, right, let's have a quick peek at who the MVP... Exactly 2,000 gold, how pleasing. 99 kills for Elandra, not bad. Characters, so yeah, once you get to the 100 kill mark, that's where the really good combat lords kind of are around. Skytail did great. Because we got it early, we got a lot of ranks on the dragon, which means sometimes they can be a bit hit or miss because you pick them up late in the campaign, but why I was so eager to grab it early is that once you do have them and time to level them, they get really potent. 46, yeah, you did okay, Nightclaw. You did your job harassing the backline. Glorified skirmisher, the valiant, beautiful hobby horse knights, the greatest of knights, tax collectors, horse carers, horse waste shovelers, whatever you need them to do. 174 for the original Dragon Knights, not surprising, they'll have the highest kills. Unfortunately, the game doesn't count whatever kills you got in that last battle, so these numbers are all lower than they actually otherwise might be. But that is it. We've done it. That's the completion of our Elf Noble run. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed that. If you have any notes on what you'd like to see in the future for SOVL or any other potential content, do let me know. I'm more than happy to take kind of campaign ideas on board. If you enjoyed it, do like and subscribe. It deeply helps out the channel. I appreciate it. It also potentially grants an opportunity for those who may be interested in the game a chance to see it. So if we can spread it around, the marketing for the game is non-existent, so our word of mouth and spreading videos around is the best bet. So yeah, lend other people a hand, let them see the thing and see if they're interested. Or if you just want to chat down in the comment section, that's fine too. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.